What's going on, car guys and car gals? It's Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And it's Fred Leonard, subprime hero.
And we are Brewing Solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast, still live with Drive at the DC20 event at Drive Centric headquarters. And we have this incredible solutionary right here. He runs at probably about 175 pounds. He's known as the, man, I want to do this big buildup of a big boxing champion, but look at this guy right here.
More solid
Yeah, no, a lot.
Hey, 215, but you were close.
I was like,
215.
See, but that's because he's 5'3".
Yeah,
So
I'm short.
175 is a big dude at 5'3".
But ladies and gentlemen, it's the one, the only, Mickey Seelye. Welcome to the show, brother. We're excited that you're here.
Man, good to be here. We are so excited. You know, I've been able to run into you in so many different places, from conferences to places where we got to pray together and got to, you know, just really share our testimonies and learn more about each other in a deeper way than just automotive. And I think that's pretty awesome. You know, your story, your testimony was really impactful. I loved watching you speak when we were down there in Austin many years ago, brother. And ever since then, I've always been like, I really like this guy so much. You were always a good energy, but that just made me, you know, it just tied it in even deeper. So happy to have you here. I'm glad that we're spending some time with each other during this event. This has been a great event over here at DC20. This is our 7th one, I believe now.
Yeah.
We went to every one but the very first one. And it's been, it's a lot of fun. I see a lot of great things happen, but I see a lot of people really just start to, you can see the electricity hit them like, oh my gosh, I have ideas that I could take back and really implement right now that will make a difference. So I'm glad you're here because I'm sure you're taking stuff and you're also giving stuff. So rock and roll, brother. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, it's fun being here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So with that, Mickey Seelye is an incredible car guy all around, and he's an incredible family guy, a man of faith, a person that's making things happen each and every day. We're blessed enough to be able to see you almost on a regular basis on Wednesday mornings and just hear your heart break open scripture and do what we do best inside of the auto industry for the people that we get to serve. What is it like being a dealer inside of this climate right now for you? I mean, because you got a lot of great things going on.
Yeah, so for me being a dealer here, a couple of things. I get to spend time with my people that are here with me.
Yeah.
And so we brought down 2 of our sales managers, and we also brought down our internet marketing director, Chip Diggs, who's also speaking at the event. This is my first time being here. It's been awesome getting to spend some quality personal time with my employees outside the office.
Yeah,
that's been amazing. Big. And that's really important too, I think,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to do that kind of stuff and to grow relationships in different environments. And then for me as a dealer, I'm always learning. You know, I'm always trying my best to be around people who are smarter than me, bring back ideas, be open to learning new ideas, not being stuck in my ways. There's a lot of really smart people here, to say the least. And it's been great getting to have some nice conversations, build some new relationships. That's really one of the big values of conferences like this, is getting to meet some new people, getting to reconnect and build upon the relationships I have with people like you guys, right? And get closer. But just really like bring a bunch of ideas back to the dealer group when we get back, but try really hard, because these things can sometimes be overwhelming with how much information you're getting. Try to really focus on implementing a few of them.
Right.
You know, and that's our goal coming back. We actually drove down here. We're 6 hours away in Kalamazoo, Michigan. So I've got 2 of my sales managers 6 hours driving back, getting a chance to talk about a lot of this stuff with them. Hey guys, what are some of our goals coming back to the stores? Mm-hmm. What are some things that we can commit to and agree to right now? And so that's what we're planning on doing.
No, it's going to be a good ride.
I love that. That's going to be an impactful ride. I think you're going to come out of that ride when you guys land back in Kalamazoo. You're going to pull in. You're going to leave different people. Your store is going to be different. You guys are going to find something, like you said, it's not about making 100% change. It's just about making incremental changes and positive changes that actually are going to impact 100% in the future. You got to keep moving. You know, and when you can do that and you guys can agree, put all your hands in together and all make an agreement with looking at each other's eyes with your heart wide open, saying, hey, this is what we're going to do for us, for our team. We're going to make it work. Because there's a lot of commitments that have to happen that are slightly difficult because we're not used to that. You know, coming up in the business 10 years ago, we didn't have to use video. We didn't have to do, you know, internet as hard as we're doing it today, right? And now we are, but we didn't have to do it. So we have to understand that we have to still have our salespeople do it. And we have to be able to be creative enough and open enough to be able to say, hey, I didn't have to do this. And so you can't use the old when I was a salesperson talk, right? Or when I was doing it, it's more of a, hey, we want to do this together. Let's learn together. Let's become better together. And when teams feel that, that's huge impact. And I know inside your team, you know, Chip, speaking of Chip, phenomenal.
Yes.
You have a great guy there. He's very loyal to you. And beyond that, he's loyal to automotive industry, and he's loyal to family. He's just a loyal guy. But he's also a wealth of knowledge and process and ideas. And he's a go-getter, man. And that's a great guy to have. He spoke here almost every time I've been here. And every time he does, I like the guy more and more and more. And he always teaches me something that I'm like, I'm going to go teach this to other stores. So you're very lucky to have a guy like that, but he also knows that he's lucky to be working for a guy like you.
Yeah, Chip's awesome. We've had a great relationship since day one. Chip is absolutely just a book of knowledge, but he's also a guy that isn't stuck in the past, right? He's a guy that he's constantly doing his best to get in front of things, be ahead of things, so that we're prepared as an auto group, to make the right changes at the right times. And when I say right times, it's way ahead of when we should be. And so there's no doubt that that's one of Chip's strengths. Sometimes that's met with resistance, believe it or not. When you're talking about lots of people. So we just try to keep the line of communication open, right? We make decisions in our auto group together for those reasons, right? I mean, so like tomorrow, for example, this is kind of my life right now. We're gonna get back to Kalamazoo late tonight, and first thing tomorrow morning, we have a general manager meeting. We have our monthly general manager meeting for the entire auto group. So what great timing to come back from something like this. We're really committed to video at Seelye Auto Group right now. It's been a lot of fun. We have a traveling sales trophy that we do between all of our stores for highest percentage of confirmed appointment. And it's this big, giant, like Stanley Cup looking trophy that goes store to store, whoever wins it. And then it's kind of cool too. The other stores that lose, that don't win it, we take collectively $2,000 out of their budgets, right? And so the store that wins gets $2,000 and the traveling sales trophy to go out together and do something fun as a store. So we've done some different ideas. They've gone out to dinner together. I mean, I think they've gone to a Detroit Tigers baseball game together. Just doing stuff to build the team and build a camaraderie.
And that's important. That's
very important.
Just as important as it is that leadership gets the chance to do that amongst leadership, it's very, very important that you get to leadership with the team and everybody combined gets that chance to be there together, to do different things outside of it. That's what builds the synergy, much like an event like Drive Centric, what they're doing here. This is your first time really being exposed to it and seeing what it looks like. It's so much awesome passion in the business in a loose way, right? Inside of a way that makes it fun. And you guys being intentional about that, that's something that I know many people respect, and keeping a person like Chip engaging your people is one of the best things that somebody could have inside of their business. Everybody needs a Chip in their business. For those of you that are watching, that are listening, you need some sort of a Chip in your business that can lead with the passion that he does, right? He's an incredible speaker, right? That's a gift for him.
Yes.
But he, like you said earlier, when there's a shift or there's a change, that change probably started over here. Like we initiated something right now that then affected down the road. And being the type of leader you are, you're inside of next year now, right? You're already thinking in that direction backwards. And having an entire team that gets to see that and feel that with you, what is it like to be able to just know, this is a great opportunity that maybe we didn't have inside of our time growing up or growing into our positions, you know what I mean? When considering what they have access to.
Yeah, no doubt. Business has changed a lot. I've tried to be a leader that's brought a lot of change, that's genuine. I always tell our team members, no matter what we do, the most important thing, I know it sometimes sounds too simple, but we don't always get it right, is just be genuine, be who you are. I'm real big on people being who they are. We're not trying to create robots. We're not trying to create, militant Marines and I love Marines. My grandpa's Marine. I have nothing but respect for anyone who served our country. By the way, thank you for your service if you're listening. But my point is, like, it isn't the Marine Corps. It isn't the U.S. Army or robots or AI. We want people to be humanized. We want them to be who God made them to be, to use their different gifts, talents, and abilities in a way that I believe God created them to. And we want to harness that culture. We want to promote that culture. Now, without question, there's systems in place, processes in place. high standards and commitments in place that everybody has to hold themselves to. We do that really well together as a team. We try to hold each other accountable, but I always want people to do it in the way that's natural to them, because anything less than that, we know how it comes across to the consumer, right? It's the easiest thing in the world to see if it is genuine, and on the flip side of that coin, if it isn't. So we know what we're going for. The guy like Chip, he's intentionally training every day. He's our internet marketing director. For those of you that don't know who he is, it's a unique position that we created for our auto group probably about 8 years ago when we brought Chip on. We kind of created the position for him. He's perfect for it. Chip is a guy that, because he is, and you guys know him well, because he is so ahead of a lot of things, and he's researching and reading a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense necessarily to a lot of our other employees, it makes his job that much tougher. But because of the consistency we've noticed especially the last year or two, he's really stepped his game up, building relationships with our employees, doing daily training where it wasn't daily before. He's doing daily training between all the stores, and just doing a great job building the relationships. So he's got that influence now, and we're seeing that spike our internet sales numbers, which has been amazing.
Man,
that's fire.
That is fire. And, I'm so excited for you. And that's because you guys are that. And I love that you said you want everyone to be the individual that they were built to be by God. And that matters. It does, because that is what separates us from AI. That is what separates us from all these other things. Don't get me wrong, those are great tools for us, but we want to make it very personal. Customers feel personal. They don't feel robot. Eventually they go, this feels cookie cutter. Nobody wants cookie cutter. People won't pay primo for cookie cutter either. And paying primo isn't a bad thing, folks. I want you to know people want to pay for good experience. They want to feel something different. They want more. Almost like I heard somebody say something really cool when we were at Sodu, and they said, for a while we were paying for speed. Like, okay, I want it done quickly. I'll pay more for that. Now the luxury item is, let's take time doing it. Let's not rush through something. Give me an experience. Make it feel like I'm getting something luxurious, right? And that's a powerful thing to be able to do, but that takes people. That's not technology. That's people, man. That's people caring, taking their time with somebody, giving them a feeling that you can't get from a computer. It's dynamic, and that is the power of God. It's love. That's honor. It's all those things that we're built to become and do. So I love this conversation, brother. And I love that you see the light inside your people, but also you see the progress of your people. I've seen Chip. I've known him for about 1.5 years, 2 years now, and well, probably longer. But watching him come up, even when he's here, the confidence he's building from speaking and being able to share. Because it's one thing to share in your group, and you're doing good, but when you go out and you share to others, and everyone's like, "That's phenomenal," then you really know you're doing something phenomenal, and that builds even more confidence inside a car guy, a human, anyone on the planet, right? So I'm very proud of Chip, seeing him do that, and I'm glad to say that he's my friend. Whoa, I think they're getting ready to kick it off, so I think we're going to run this thing down. But man, is there anything you want to tell everybody about DC20? Like, should they be here? If they're using the product, should they come here and learn some stuff?
Yeah, this is a great event. I'm so happy that I finally got a chance to get down here. A couple years in the past, I was trying to work it out in my schedule. It just didn't work out. But every time my crew came back to Kalamazoo and was telling me about it, I'm like, man, I've got to get to this place eventually. It's absolutely everything that I heard it was. It's been an amazing 2 days. Awesome. I've already learned a ton. I'm really excited to bring it back to our stores. And the best part to me is to implement it, right?
Yeah.
This is great and everything, but it can't stay here. Right?
No.
We got to make sure now we have full intentionality bringing it back to the stores and implementing the stuff that we're learning, holding everybody accountable to doing it. And the thing about it too is the stuff that we're learning, like especially specific to video. This is my thought process, at least. It's fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. The customers love it. The customers that I've had a chance to speak with on video, they really appreciate getting sent to video, and they have fun with it, and it really breaks some walls down and just really opens up the relationship off the bat. And so, this business is changing, and we have to be open to change. And Pete, to me, if you're not growing, you're dying. I know we all say that cliche statement. Yeah, but this event truly was that good. Anybody who hasn't been, who's considering, I'm saying this as a dealer operator, president of the auto group. Get your leaders down here. If you're an owner operator, you should be here, right? Just so you can lead by example, and you can be with your people, and like I said earlier, build those relationships, but also you'll know what's going on when you go back to stores, and it means a lot. Like to your people, as many of you know. If you're here with them and you're in the day-to-day with them helping, hold the employees accountable, and you can hold them accountable because they still need that.
Yeah, they do.
That's why you should be here, and you're going to meet other good people from many positions, learn a lot, and absolutely, in my opinion, take your dealership next level if you actually implement the things you're learning at a conference like this.
100%.
That's a great endorsement for DC20 and Drive Centric, brother. I appreciate you for sharing that, because that is the truth. That's my sentiment on it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you saw
everything he said.
All that. Rewind,
listen again,
share.
Put it in your
I'm telling you right now, sip on it. That's
goodness.
right.
But
Man.
Mickey, you dropped so much wisdom inside of this short bit of time. A big piece of it for you all listening, you all watching on a replay, you all listening on a ride. Recognize something that he said and let that sink into your spirit, folks. Understand that God is truly glorified when you are living out your purpose.
Amen.
When you're doing what he made you to do. There's nothing more fulfilling, there's nothing more encouraging, and there's nothing more igniting of the other fire inside of the other people that you're around. We are uniquely, wonderfully made, and there's something awesome about all of us. Your brew is special to you. Find it, use it, pour it out, and be a poured out person in order to be refilled again. And you've completely filled up our cup. Thank you so much for your time in here, for our audience, and for what you're bringing to everybody here. This room is better because you're in it. This DC20 is better because you were here, because, well, you weren't here, but you could continue to be part of the fun by keeping up with Car Guy Coffee throughout the rest of the event, because we got a lot more interviews on the way, everybody. We're so thankful for the time that you spent with us. I'm Lou Ramirez, the Car Guy.
And I'm Fred Leonard, subprime hero.
And you've been brewing solutions with the one,
the only,
Mickey Seelye. Don't forget, focus, fly out of here, everybody. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Forgive,
focus, fly, and keep growing, keep growing.
We appreciate you all. Rock it out. Peace. DC20.